How much money would you pay to get someone's opinion on something? $5? 10? Or how about 15? Or how much would you pay to get a high-ranked account on a free game? Now, I'm no stranger to buying weird stuff, but hey, at least I'm getting my value worth on those things. These are the things I have a problem with. First, and a little bit fast, why would you want a high rank in a game just for it to be hard on you? Then you'll be blamed for being trash. If you go from bronze to that certain rank, then you at least have the chance to prove yourself of how good you are. So if you're bronze, you can at least build up your skill instead of just jumping in on a high rank. What I found on this topic is a rank boost on Marvel Rivals. If you select all the expensive things, select the platform, it doesn't matter. Select role, strategies, self-play, and then 30% faster, $62 for solo only, and that's $280 on this specific website. You're paying someone to get you into that high rank, and then you get back on to the game, and you show your team that you suck. And what's the point? There are 6,344 reviews. That means there are more than that people in high ranks and are probably getting shit on. Now onto the opinions at a high cost. Now, I'm impressed with this guy getting his bag. I'm just disappointed by the amount of money people pay. This guy's on the YouTube, and he goes by the name Classic Man D. I liked his content when he talked about the Batman show, but now this is just crazy. The first video I saw on this topic was someone paying $50 just for a few words on his opinion on the Monsterverse.
Boy, my love for the Monsterverse definitely started with Kong Skull Island. See, I got into monster movies through King Kong 2005. So to see a new age King Kong on the big screen and he was cool as hell, this was everything to me. My best friend is obsessed with Godzilla. He straight up made me a believer too, because after watching Godzilla 2014, I was like, God bless this wizard is cool. I'm not even gonna hold you, I thoroughly enjoyed King of the Monsters. But I'll tell you one thing, when I really got invested into this franchise was Godzilla vs. Kong. Because ultimately, it's just fun to pick a side between these two behemoths, even though we know exactly who's gonna win. I mean, we still can't have a fight, it's gonna be fire either way. And my God, they absolutely killed Mechagodzilla. Boy, I was talking so much shit to Godzilla fans when this man put the beaters on him. But Godzilla x Kong is definitely one of the best in the franchise. Boy, if you are a Kong fan, this is the movie for you. But they definitely put love on both of them though. But the Monsterverse is epic and I recommend it to everybody.
Now, in this video, he just gives his opinion on every single Monsterverse movie, like the King Kong, Godzilla movies, all the way to Godzilla x Kong. And like $50, that is like money that you're spending on a dude for a couple words. Is his opinion even worth $50? This next person also pays $50 for his opinion on the best anime finishing move. Like, it's crazy.
Well, that's about that time. You also Mr. Price wants to know, what's the best all-or-nothing move from anime? Now you're describing an all-or-nothing one-hit finisher type move, and I can't think of one better than Baby Maru versus the Demon. Even if you have never seen Fire Force a day in your life, I guarantee you have seen this fight somewhere. Fire Force was already on the rise when it came down to being one of the best ninjas out. But when Baby Maru started turning up in the anime, he just made it that much better. The reason this fight is so epic is the grand scope of what he's going up against and how he's dealing with it. This is a demon inferno, and normal people cannot fight this shit. It takes city-level destroying power to take out one of these things. So Benny has to give it nothing but 110% when fighting this thing. And he takes the fight straight to the sky. Again, because if he's not high enough, everybody can die from his next attack. At least he tried to do a safer move before his bigger one. Once he saw that couldn't take it out, it was time for the endgame. And he hit this creature with the Crimson Moon. Boy, this attack is so strong, it made the moon and the sky red. But the reason this attack is so epic is the sound.
For $50 for words. What if his opinion doesn't line up with yours? Was that $50 well spent? Like, if you don't think that this is the best thing ever, then, like, oh my God. Like I said, there's no problem with him getting his bag, but he's making mountains of money off of these stupid suggestions and the views too. And then there's times when you pay him and he doesn't even answer your question.
Rogue Gallery needs to be fixed at all. I just think they need more press. Like, if you watch the original Superman cartoon, he has a lot of interesting villains like the Preserver. And you also have people like Metallo, and of course the main man Lobo. Like, there's nothing wrong with any of these characters, just some are more known than the others. Lobo is one of the most well-known Superman villains, and he's aging like fine wine. The same thing can be said about someone like Mongol, because this guy has made a name for himself beating a dog shit out of Superman. Most people who see him know exactly who he is because this is one of the heaviest hitters in DC. And some of his more unique, interesting villains are finally getting more shine and more media. For example, one of my favorite villains of his is Parasite. His ability is to drain people's energy, and they use him here and there in media as a one-off type enemy. But it's good to see that new age media is showcasing this man as one of Superman's most dangerous enemies. Because with Superman's villains, they're never just your villain of the week. Because when it comes out to fighting the Man of Steel, they can go from your average villain to possible world-ending threat real quickly. There's nothing wrong with Superman's rogue, they just need the right writers to show them off.
First thing he says is, I don't think Superman's rogues gallery needs to be fixed. And then he does a minute or more long video saying how it doesn't need to be fixed. So that means you just paid $40 for his opinion on how to make Superman's rogues gallery better, and he doesn't even answer it. Like, he kind of does, but he spends like a minute or two saying how it doesn't need to be fixed. So that means you just wasted, I mean, you didn't waste $40, but it's like $40 to get a word. Now, I understand you might agree with what he says at the end, but you didn't need to spend $40 on that, because there are some videos that are like cheap, like $10 for the top 5 worst Ben 10 aliens.
About that time, we know Ben has plenty of aliens, but what if 5 of his work? He thinks Andre for this awesome donation. Some of these aliens are just straight up bad just for mechanics' sake, and the other guys just don't like. You get all of Ben's arsenal. I can't think of a singular reason why anyone would actively want to turn into Stinkfly. I believe the Stinkfly is actively one of his worst flying ones. Not a fast flyer, nor is he strong. The only good thing going for him is the actual stink mucus coming from his eyes. The other bad alien would be Molstaff. Alien he only got access to because these 2 idiots put dumb in Yami shirts. He's an alien that can square up with normal people with just his mustache. A lot of you might have forgotten about Ditto. This guy is a worse version of Echo Echo, where all the clones feel pain, get weaker every time he splits. The guy that's so weak an elderly man can body them. You have Walkatrout, who's literally just a walking slippery fish. The worst alien he has is actually called the worst. The only redeeming quality of this alien is that he has a malleable body that doesn't feel pain. Leave Ben can clutch a win with this guy.
This is the one on the cheaper side, probably what I'd pay for a couple words. And then there are some where he just gets tagged and he gives his opinion on something. Like this Sandman one.
Not the worst adaptation of him was the Ultimate Spider-Man version. This version had him split between 2 personalities because he was criminally insane. And while his powers look good in the show, but his origin irks the shit out of me because him being mentally ill just came out of nowhere for no reason. Next, of course, is the Insomniac Spider-Man version because again, he suffers from we don't spend enough time with him. Love the fact that they're hammering home that this is a version of Flint Marko that did not want this life. He just wants to be normal. Also showcasing how truly powerful and scary the Sandman really is. But past the boss fight, he ain't here too long for us to really appreciate his character. Now, I do really like the Spectacular Spider-Man version because Flint Marko is a thug. But they leaned real heavy into that because the whole point of Sandman's character is that he teeters the line between good and evil. But this show never gives him a reason to until the very end. Which is why I love the adaptation of Sandman in Spider-Man 3 because he's a criminal for the sake of his sick daughter. Remember, this is the same guy who told Spider-Man what really happened to Uncle Ben that night. And he completely understood and forgave him. He definitely carried that movie.
I've seen him do the Vulture one. I've seen him do the Craven one. But this Sandman one is the one I saved. People can just tag him in posts and he'll give his opinion on something. People will pay him $50 for his opinion on something. Like free, expensive. Like, where is the range on this? Like I said, there's nothing wrong about this guy. He's getting his bag. I'm mad at his fans or whatever. These stupid people that are paying $50. Now we're going to a completely different social media app, and I don't have a script for this, so we're just gonna go through the videos and rant about them. This one is the laser beam video, and this is crazy. I haven't played Fortnite in freaking years, dude. And knowing that they dropped shoes?
Fortnite added these concrete shoes. They go perfect with my Fortnite skin. But
are you really spending money on shoes in a video game? Like, people barely buy shoes in the real world. You think you're gonna buy shoes in a video game? And then this crazy stunt from Marvel, that there were 2.9 million people watching that at the very end. And then I also have this video of a dude that worked throughout the whole thing.
Because I was having the time of my life. You know what I mean? Marvel stuff is getting boring, it's getting stale. This is the first time I've actually been excited for a Marvel project. But not only that, I also have a job. And I had it playing in the background of my computer, and then I worked. Because you didn't have to watch it the whole time. You could saw the list later when they released it. Like this. Why can't we enjoy shit?
And then the Nintendo Switch, I understand it's expensive.
Don't pay full price. We know these are expensive. At the stores, you're going to pay over $80.
And you're buying joysticks. These Joy-Cons don't even look cool. Like, you're paying like $20 or more than for the Switch, and then you're paying another like $10 to get new Joy-Cons. Like, what's the point? I mean, like, I'll pay for another controller if I ever have someone else to play with. Like a Nintendo Switch, I understand because it's other people. And you'll play. That thing is used for other people. And then this video, I am not a Pokemon fan in the frickin' slightest. But the fact that people line up for shit like this, and then you're getting little fucking coupons or little pieces of paper to get Pokemon cards, I know it's a big trend in like to open them and then sell them to get money. But like, what's the point of buying it and then just going to sell it? Like, what the fuck? 3 hours. This video, you're waiting 3 hours for some cards? Dude, nerd, this is why people are weird, dude. Like, you're gonna be sitting in line for 3 hours for cards. And you're probably gonna open them and then sell them right away. And, like, yeah. Okay, I think that's it for my rant. So yeah, alright guys, hope you guys liked this video. If you guys did, please have a big like down below. If you guys haven't already, please check out one of these 2 other ranting videos. Subscribe so you don't miss out on the next one. Peace.